What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So, yeah. Took care of what I had to take care of, so now we are back at it. And we need to tell old Sucrus here that him and his boys got to come with me. Let's go.
Greetings.
Oh, Geralt. How are things?
Hattori's got a job for us.
Great. I was starting to get bored.
Wants us to borrow a few crates from Ernst Van Horn's warehouse. They'll smell of ammonia.
Sounds doable. I know where Van Horn stores his goods. The boys and I will go there, look around. Meet us near the Sturgeon.
Fine. When?
After dark, of course. See you there.
Okie dokie. Time to go to the Sturgeon. What time is it? 4 a.m. Well, the question is, will it still count? There's a lot of people out at 4 a.m.
What is it, grey boy? Looking for adventure?
You copper, look, you've got a plan. Snake eyes.
Yeah, you
Got
pe-
snakes down as well.
They're not snake eyes or cat's eyes. Get it right.
Hey there, handsome.
Hello. Hello. What's up, Sucrus?
All right. We know all we need to know. Just one guard at the entrance.
I'll take care of him.
Thought you might. Me nose ain't all that sensitive. I'll not find the right crates, so you gotta mark them with chalk. We'll get a cart in the meantime.
Fine. What do I do when I'm done?
Just leave the warehouse. Then we'll go in.
You know, your nose may not be the best, but ammonia is rather strong.
It's a material world. Hey, darling.
Also apologize for any sniffling that may and throat clearing that may take place, because my allergies are killing me.
Oh, my coin. The deal of a lifetime. Nay, Carla.
Oh, like I care me.
Any mages in your family? Alchemist.
Why was it telling me to go this way? I can't go in that way. We're talking about here? This isn't even the same building. That's interesting. Weird.
What the hell? It's you! I know you! Mr. Dwarf, this is the thieving swindler I told you about. Are you following me, you scoundrel?
Ah, plowing nonsense. I knows him. It's Witcher Geralt. How goes it, Master Witcher?
A witcher? Well, it all makes sense now. Mr. Dwarf, do not listen to him. The bastard will curse us.
You trade heads with Troll. A friend of Yappin Zigrin's a friend of mine. Now sod off for I lose me temper. Now!
Abracadabra, hocus pocus.
How goes it, Master Witcher? Anything specific you're looking for in Van Horn's warehouse?
Yappin Zigrin sends his regards.
By Rune Durin, just don't nick everything. And hurry, get it done while I'm in the privy.
Yeah, he's been cool with us, so we're not gonna be
Crafting supplies.
we're not gonna be a dick. I'm not gonna hypnotize him when it's not necessary.
Must be it. Does stink of ammonia. That'd be it. Gotta signal them now.
Our signal is, it's gonna be very subtle. It'll be us going outside going, hey!
Have you any idea whose warehouse this is, goat fucker?
Aye, Geralt. It's the bloke Atari told us about. The bugger who sleeps with Cleaver or something.
Sucrus, why are you here? With the sorcerer? Oh, now I see. That is one hell of a jest you've pulled.
Hattori sent you? That ploughing non-Jew will be sorry his mother didn't strangle him with his navel string. But first, we'll feed you to the crabs.
Hands off my brother-in-law, swine. Only I can thrash him. Understood?
Brother, let's mop the floor with these plowing Nordlings. Join us, Geralt. Adam.
Slow down, Sucrus. Let's talk.
I gotta save me brother-in-law. Attack!
Come on, come on.
I can't see who I'm attacking. Alright, dead bandit. Dead bandit. And that'll be the end of that.
We could conquer all Nilfgaard with this fighter. Sucrus, forgive me. I love you like a brother, you unkempt bugger. Friends?
Course, friends. What good has Becker ever brought us?
Where's that Draka that hit me?
Don't mean to spoil your reunion, but what'll we do with Van Horn?
We'll take him to Skellige before he comes to. Won't be any more trouble to you. And maybe we'll try a new venture. But first we have to move these crates to Hattori's.
True.
I think the
paid
guards
my
are just
visit
hanging
too.
out. The guards are just like, ah, whatever. Alright, well first, I'm going to collect the loot that was dropped. Because of course I will. Now... Wait, who's...
I'd like to go out before I get them papers.
Life, you gotta take risks you don't get.
Man, there's just a lot of criminals. Oh, here we go. More of the... Again, it's all the King of Beggars people do this. They all just kind of hover along. None of them have to walk.
Oh,
Black ones, Redanians. Not as they pay. Greetings.
I've had enough.
Now I can have blades of the finest quality. Excellent.
Thanks for your help, Geralt. We'd not have nabbed the bastard elsewise.
Sure thing. I don't know what you're talking about, but no problem. Hello. Hattori.
Greetings, Ibier.
Geralt, you returned safe and sound.
I do. You doing all right?
Never better. Once Van Horn had finally left, Cleaver lost interest in swordsmiths. I can forge swords again without fear of my workshop going up in flames.
Glad to hear it.
You've no notion how glad I am. Have no need of Sucrus anymore, and can devote myself to what I truly love. I thank you, Witcher.
Alright.
So now can you craft me something extraordinary?
Naturally. It is what we agreed. Give me a few days, then come by for your new sword.
Okie dokie, but in the meantime, I want to know if you have anything for sale, or if I can sell
Greetings,
stuff for
Ibier.
you.
Greetings, Geralt. How
To
might I be
you,
of
not
help?
for you. To you. Let's see what you got.
What do you have on offer?
Of course, you know what he doesn't have? He doesn't have any Gwent cards. And that's a bummer. Okay, steel sword. I mean, it's better than what I have right now. Okay, don't need those anymore. So does anybody that play this actually use, like, the axes or the mace? I mean, they're there as a secondary weapon. But I still don't know if that means, like, use that instead of, what, the crossbow? Or does it replace your steel sword or something? I never did figure that out. But with the way I play, I've also never found a reason to have to use them. So I'm still very much like, whatever. Alright, keeping that. Cleaver hood, steel sword. Not as good as that in terms of damage, but it's got multiple. You know, we can take a smaller bonus in exchange for 3 slots to add to it. Got to keep that. Don't need that anymore, so that can go. Alright, whatever. Let's see. What do you got? What's this? 4th map. Oh, we'll take that. And that. And that. That's expensive. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we don't have anything else. Alright. So might as well repair this. Hey, Levi Green, what's going on? It's been a while. Welcome back. I'm back. Alright, so we should repair that. It's actually not what I meant to do, but whatever. Alright.
So long.
Now, inventory. That's the better steel sword. Oops. Yeah, we want that. 20 armor piercing. Levi says, yeah, I haven't been on YouTube lately. I'm going to start watching you more again. And I have a question. Well, I appreciate that. So what's your question? Oh, I don't need these. Why do I have that? Alright, good enough. Good enough. Alright, so... return to him later to see if he's finished my sword. Alright, so... I also... I mean, I know it says later, so it doesn't tell me exactly how long. I'm imagining a few days. But in game time... I haven't... spent enough time. Obviously, I mean, we just did him, but there's also a blacksmith or an armorer working on stuff for me that I'm supposed to come back in a couple of days. Something I did offline. But wait, swords and dumplings. All right, return to them later. I don't know how long that'll be. So let's go up to main quests. Let's get this going here. Destination Skellige. And we'll go to the port near Carrotsrold. Levi is saying, whenever every DLC for South Park The Fractured But Whole comes, will you please binge play and stream it? Yeah, actually, I'm planning on doing that. I know that the one DLC came out already, so it's something I intend to do. So... I mean, I might even end up doing it this weekend. Because I don't have a lot going on this weekend for once. Like, usually my weekends are jam-packed with 1,000 things I have to take care of. But I think this weekend is looking pretty free, so... I'll try to do that DLC. And with South Park, I'm sure I can blow through the whole thing in a couple of sittings. Because I've seen it popping up on other people's pages. Like I've seen it on, I think Jacksepticeye did it, and I think Pink Stylus did it. No, Pink Stylus is just doing the regular game right now. But I know I've seen other people streaming it, so I'm looking forward to it. Might have even been Christopher Odd, I'm not sure. There's not a whole lot of YouTubers that I watch on a regular basis, so... Alright, so I haven't been here... No, I have been here. Clearly, because there's nothing new on this notice board.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts.
Yeah, and then our ship got attacked by pirates, and then we crashed. And it knocked me off the ship, as you can see in this picture. And hopefully it doesn't take forever to load. So, in case anyone's wondering, yeah, I've done a ton of The Witcher 3 offline, like on my own time, and not on a stream. But most of it has just been like you know, like all like treasure quests and Witcher's contracts, like hunting down monsters and stuff, and like little side quests that aren't really consequential. A couple side quests ended up where I kind of wish I did have them on the stream, but nothing that was like, oh my god, you guys missed anything critical, you know. Levi's saying, awesome. I already think I know what the last DLC is on an educated guess. It's going to be about superhero Barry Crunchoff, the show. Do you remember him? Oh, yeah. He was the one who turned out to actually have real powers. Oh, wait. Somebody, who, you? What's up, Bjorg? Let's talk to him real quick.
Listen, Witcher. Got us some weird diabling. You know, drowners. Real problem. The kind your silver sword could most certainly solve.
Yeah, I don't like drowners. I'll kill them.
They're tearing your nets, devouring your fish, and attacking the occasional lone boatman or tavern patron who walks home along the shore.
Were that the only harm? Terrors in the bay are meaner than on the continent. They hunt come dusk or dawn. They attack fishermen wielding just oars and warriors alike. Sea tosses them up after. Armor shredded, guts devoured.
Strange. Any witnesses?
Doesn't sound like drowners.
My apprentice. He was on a boat the Muir Diablin attacked. There's Tove, too. Her man was killed. She lives nearby, up a bit. Sorry, none of it comes to mind. Those who see the beasts, meet him, well, they generally don't come back to dry land alive.
Oh, I'll take the job. Levi's saying, have you played Assassin's Creed Origins yet? If so, was it streamed? Not yet. My brother has that. So he's like also playing the DLC and whatnot. So when he's completely done with that, I'll ask to borrow it and I'll end up playing it. But I imagine by the time he's done that, I'm still going to be doing The Witcher 3. And then, like I said, I'll do South Park and whatnot. So I will get to Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm itching to do it. I'm itching to play it. And like somebody else was asking earlier, it's Blue Forces was asking about if I played God of War yet or if I'm going to. And that's another one. Yeah, I would love to play God of War, but once again, like it's just a money thing. Like I can't just throw the money towards it. So I will eventually get to that. But there's so many games right now that like I want to play and I'm dying to. So yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins, like I'm itching to play it. I've already seen bits and pieces from what my brother's been playing, and it just looks amazing. It looks so good.
I'll take the job. Dealt with drowners many times. It'll soon be over. Got my word on that.
Video game. What's going on? Puyo Puyo is good.
No such thing.
Now, what is Puyo Puyo? Like you're mentioning that. Let me see if I could look that up real quick, rather than expect anyone to give me a good answer. I've heard that mentioned before. Oh, it's tile matching game. Ah, so it's like a Dr. Mario, Tetris, like that type of general game genre. Looks interesting. That's actually an old game. From looking at pictures, that's I mean, that's not games that I would necessarily play on a live stream, that Puyo Puyo. But that would be one that, like, if I had that on my phone or on my laptop or something, like, that would be a good game, like, I would play, like, while at work when I didn't have anything to do. Oh, somebody else with a... I should have known when I came here I was going to get asked to do 1,000 things. Levi's saying, I haven't played DLC yet, but I do know I stopped for a month or so when I beat it. The story is amazing, by the way. But it was because it was repetitive, and then I hopped back on and did all the quests. You see, like, I don't mind the repetition stuff. For me, though, and it was like I was talking to my son about this, like, that's also stuff that, like side quests and whatnot, those are things I prefer to do on my own time, because I don't want to make people, like, you know, if it's not a really important story going on, it's kind of like tough to make people watch it on the stream.
Sorry to trouble you, but I really have no choice.
What's attacking you? Your eyes are yellow, dude. What is it?
What is it?
Our ship was wrecked against the rocky shore during the last storm. I've lost everything.
How am I supposed to help?
I haven't even got the coin for the journey home, and with each day's delay, I draw closer to bankruptcy.
Might have guessed you'd come around to coin. So, need a loan? Or is it just alms you're after?
I shall pay you back every last copper, I swear it. You need only call on me at my address in Novigrad.
I don't mind helping somebody. I can sell a sword and get more than 150 out of it, so I'll help you. Levi's saying, by the way, I really like the quests because the quests are interesting and actually are like a short story. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's... a friend of mine and I were discussing how people don't give video games enough credit in the respect of people who make the games. Like, they're artists. And I don't mean just like the people who create like the visuals, but like video game making is an art. You gotta, you know, like the storytelling. I mean, you got people who have to write compelling stories, and even like short side quests and, you know, stuff that's not the main story. You want things to be interesting, you know, just to, again, you're trying to tell multiple stories within a giant story arc. And, you know, it's like when you have a game, when you put out games like Assassin's Creed, like The Witcher, like Far Cry, like when you're putting out these games and you're able to create all these little side stories and stories within an overall story, and you do it well, like that is a work of art. And, you know, and plus the visuals and plus the music and, you know, and everything that goes along with it. And creating the fighting systems and creating, you know, everything that's in it. Oh, people appreciate it more. That's why it's always sad when people just like dump all over a game. They're like, it sucks and blah, blah, blah. It's like, man, so much goes into it though. Some may not be the greatest works of art, but you know. All right, so let's pay this guy. Here, have some money.
Fine, I'll help you. I visit Novigrad often enough. Might stop by, see how business is going.
Thank you. You'll find me in the Port District. My name's Johan Bonner.
See you later, then.
His name is Johan Bonner. John Bonner. Alright. Enough of my silliness. Let's move on here. What are all you people looking at? What's going on here? Yeah, exactly. Even the games that suck, like, they still require a lot of effort. Hey lady. Hey lady, you got problems. I don't know how to tell you this, but you're only half ahead. Anybody see the movie Dead Alive?
Our time amongst the living is but the wink of an eye. What's left when we are gone?
What's going on here?
Shall we be remembered?
You got a feeling I'm not going to like whoever this guy is. Hello? Night shift. Like the old game, Night Shift? Just coming back on his shield. Who's this?
You need not do this, child.
I know, but I want to.
Because I know of Night Shift, like a game back from like, God, was late 80s, early 90s, something like that. Video game says Vikings? Yeah, it's funny because
Such a young
they're
lass.
Vikings, but they have like a Scottish accent.
They shared a bed long.
Silence. It is her decision.
Viking funeral. Dude. She's going to burn to death with her man. That's freaking ridiculous. That's crazy. That's love. Hey, look who it is.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you again.
By the way, I was just making out with another girl, but we'll just forget about that.
Of Clan Tuirsech has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts. One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
Incidentally, just because this popped in my head, you smell wonderful. Yeah, I guess we'll say that to her too, huh? Yeah, like, I like how I like how they mixed Vikings with like Scottish background, like the Scottish accent and stuff. Because at least it's not like, okay, well, here's your typical Nordic Vikings, and we're just going to do, you know, they're going to sound like they're from Norway or, you know, Iceland or whatever. And instead, like, they changed it up a little bit. But what I was going to say is, along with that, what's insane is this is only the third territory that I visited. You had the opening area that you're in. Then there was a Novigrad and Velen and like that whole territory. And now we're in Skellige. And there's still other entire areas to explore. This game is freaking huge. And I know some of you guys were saying that who've already played this game and were telling me that from the beginning. They're like, the map is gigantic. And like, I didn't even grasp how gigantic it was until recently when I was really putting some thought into how much is here. Freaking crazy. So, and I'm looking forward to checking out these other areas too, because, you know, I like how they seem to be building cultures and societies that are unique to each area. So, oh yeah, oh, and we're definitely going to say you smell wonderful. Oh, absolutely.
You smell wonderful.
Geralt, you had a fun.
You smell wonderful at this funeral.
Skellige is its clans. In times of war, tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bade Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones.
Me!
The gates of Caer Troll stand open to all who hail Bran of Clan Tuirsech dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake,
the guy with one
those who
eye.
believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Me! Want to run away with you. Spend some time alone. No, just...
Come to the wake with me.
Gladly. Feasts in Skellige, so predictable. Slobbering drunks, brazen boasting, and the inevitable rows that result.
Yeah, nothing like the banquets mages attend. Remember the one on Thanedd?
You were there. How could I forget? I also remember excruciatingly well what happened after the banquet.
Ooh.
Reading my mind again?
What's more, I like what I see.
Girl, you were just making out with Triss just a couple days ago. Man, Geralt is just a fox in the hen house, isn't he?
Did you learn anything in Velen?
Been to Novigrad. Ciri was there, looking for a way to lift some curse. She's not there anymore.
You're certain?
Heard it from Dandelion, with no embellishments.
Do you know any more about this curse?
Not much. Ciri ran into some trouble.
She's a werewolf.
I recovered a phylactery. She was looking for a way to enchant it.
I'll look at it later.
I mean, if you guys know if that's for certain, don't tell me. Like, don't ruin it for me, please. Like, no spoilers. But that's my assumption, because she saved that little girl, and they ran into a werewolf at some point. I know she ran into a werewolf at some point. So I'm certain she's a werewolf. Like, that's her curse.
Velen. Awful place. Somehow Ciri wound up at the castle of the local ruler, a baron, self-proclaimed. This was after she was injured.
Injured? Was it serious?
Yep.
Don't think so. Must have recovered because this baron sent her on to Novigrad. Think she was looking for you at the time. These witches Ciri came across, she was lucky to escape them.
Witches?
Creatures more like. Can't say exactly what they are, but they're dangerous. Very. Also ran into an old friend of ours in Velen, Kira.
What on earth is Kira Metz doing in that wasteland?
Things and stuff.
Witch hunters. Listen, she told me an elven mage had been there looking for Ciri.
Good. You'll need to tell me more when we have some time.
Not only did we run into our old friend, but the first time we ran into her, she was naked in a hot tub, so there's also that. So once again, every woman he sees. Eyes on the prize, Geralt. Not looking at other women.
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellige a time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Ciri was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
Ermion's head of the Skellige Circle? Haven't seen him since...
Okay, so we know him, huh?
Since Ciri was a little girl. I doubt he'll do you any favors, not even for old time's sake.
Levi Green's asking, do you like horror films? Absolutely. That's actually my favorite movie genre. But unfortunately, because I enjoy horror movies as much as I do, they generally, like, it's very rare that I'll watch a horror movie that actually scares me. He's asking, have you seen A Quiet Place? I just saw A Quiet Place last week with my mom and with my son, and thought it was great. Definitely had some good tension. Had I'm not going to spoil anything in case anyone that's watching this hasn't seen it yet, but like I'll just sum it up. I'll say, yeah, it's an excellent movie. Had some real good jump scare moments. Kind of like there was part of it that was kind of predictable to me, but nothing like movie ruining or anything at all. Just like I was like, I kind of knew that was going to end up happening, but didn't make like what I thought was sort of predictable. Didn't make the moment bad when it happened. I thought it was great. Yeah, and especially it was a unique movie. And I mean, basically, for people who don't know, like, the basic plot is just very simple. Is that there's some kind of monsters. They've wiped out, like, you know, it seems like they've wiped out most of the population of Earth. So Earth is kind of like, you know, it's almost lifeless, and there's just pockets of people that are still around. But it's these things. These things are blind, but they have extremely acute hearing. Hence why it's called a quiet place, because like if you make any noise, they come running for you. So, and you never know where they're at. So I thought that was brilliant, because once again, you're setting up an entire movie on the premise of, like, how in the hell can you stay quiet all of the time, you know, without giving yourself away and getting yourself killed. So I thought that was great plot, and yeah, the movie was excellent. I highly recommend going to see it.
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Krach.
White Wolf.
Greetings, Krach.
Krach.
Nice to see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
Okay, Krach. That was a fine how do you
I shall
do.
wear black and white for the feast. I count on you to don something complimentary. Something that doesn't reek of 1,000 hunts.
Yen, you know I can't stand new doublets. Just too tight till you break them in.
And just like Krach, I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately.
I have the appropriate clothes.
Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there.
What?
You want to go, choose something. In the meantime, I've something to attend to. We'll meet at the entrance to the feast hall.
But I have my own clothes. Come on, Yen. Now that girl didn't scream at all. She's on fire and she didn't scream at all. So that's a very, very tough lady. Okay, so first of all, there's a trader over here, so I gotta go talk to the trader. Wait, he's up top. Skellige, long live the king. Sorry, I know I'm being goofy. All right, you the merchant. Are you the merchant? You are the merchant.
Closer, stranger.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Greetings. Looking to buy?
Yeah, I'm looking to buy. Why else would I be talking
Show
to
me
you?
your wares.
Got anything good, dude? No, you don't. You don't have anything good. You got garbage. You don't have anything worth having? Bleh. Alright, well. Pooh. Although I got a bunch of crap I can sell, that's for sure. Quest item, quest item. I'm not selling anything that's involved in quests. Even if I don't need them anymore, like I like to hold on to the quest items. I should actually just... Oh, now I don't need them? Before these said quest item. Now I don't... Now it doesn't say anything. Okay. Fine, I guess I'll sell them. Okay, I thought so. I didn't understand what the point behind the nails was, but... And I'm not selling the valuable fossil, because, like, look, a valuable fossil, and it's worth 4 between the two. So, I don't know. It feels like I'm finding them for a reason, so I don't want to sell them right away. But see, this is all crap I don't need, and I can certainly stand to lose the weight, even when it's not always a lot of weight. But 3 of those weigh, you know, almost a pound, so... Pardon me. Vials, we don't need vials. Definitely don't need to carry rotting flesh on us. Okay, he's almost out of money. All right, buddy. I took all the stuff that you had. Now, do you have anything, however, that I could possibly use? I don't think he does, necessarily. Oil, eh. No, see, I can get all that stuff anywhere. All right, we're done with you.
So long.
Thank you, random merchant.
Here, all solve their own problems, provided their problems can be solved with an axe.
Thanks for clearing your throat right in my ear, buddy. That was wonderful. Now, hold on. Is there a inn nearby? Guess, I mean, we can run over to the notice board, but I guess there's no inn? Or is there just not an inn because I haven't noticed it yet? Hold on, let's go over here where there was a...
Ooh.
Oof! Figure we can at least go over here and get the, quests that are available. Punishment for thieves! Our guards have captured a group of thieves. They would steal sheep to sell on other isles. The Council of Elders hereby orders their right hands hewn off and runes describing their lack of honor burnt onto their foreheads. Good grief. Contract for a stolen sword. Olaf, lead guard at Karatrolda, would like to make the following known. Someone snuck into the crate armory and stolen the sword known as Kulyu. It's probably not at all how to pronounce it. The yellow-bellied scoundrel who did the deed was seen leaving the village via the southern gate, heading towards the old fort. Whoever helps recover the sword will receive a reward worthy of his efforts, and whoever helps the thieves, a death worthy of his treachery. Okay. Betrothal. The youngest daughter of Rudiger the Grey, Irsa, has accepted the proposal of Lavar of Clan Brokvar. If you wish them well, mention them with kindness in your prayers. If you wish them ill, may the sea swallow your bones. Contract. Craven glory and gold, got a sharp blade and not afeard of death. Then come see Bjorg the master boat builder, for he's got work for you. It's Muir in the Karatrolda Bay. They need to be killed, for they've multiplied and grown so fierce you run into them every time you leave the harbor. Kill the beasts and you'll become famed throughout all of the isles, and your purse will be heavy with gold. Okay. Gwent lessons. Hey! I am currently taking on pupils for lessons in the playing of Gwent. I shall only teach those who display discipline, a logical mindset, and the will to learn. That's me! Those who with special aptitude are particularly welcome. Pupils must acquire and supply their own decks. I have my own deck. I also am seeking more experienced players as partners to provide a challenge and a chance for the mutual improvement of our skills. Ermion, Druid. Oh, so Mr. Hotshot Druid Leader is also a Gwent player. Let's see if we can mess with him. Launching of the Herdig. Boat maker Gottlieb and his apprentices have launched the Herdig, a longship built on Jarl on Krait's order. Skellige has never seen a boat so fast and maneuverable. Clan on Krait warriors who wish to heft their oars should talk to Eidfin One Eye. I love the names. I really do. So good. Alright, I'm going to jog through town. Piss off the local cats, apparently, because I can hear them. Alright. Ah, look. Fights that I can get into. Ah! You see? Here we go. Here we go. Because generally when I go in here, the innkeepers are selling Gwent cards, and that's what I need badly. I have become hooked on Gwent, by the way.
Greetings. I'm Geralt.
The Witcher known as the White Wolf, I know. They tell stories about you every day round here. Look looking for an open seat at the table?
I'll be fine. Just wanted to talk.
I like it here.
What smells so delicious?
What smells so delicious is 4 Gwent cards. Now what do we have? Good stuff? Monsters. Yes, we want that. More monsters. Oh, a leader card. King of the Wild Hunt. Double the strength of all your close combat units unless the commander's horn is also present on that row. Cool. I already have this. A neutral card, special card, Scorch. Oh, fine, I'll take Scorch. I don't care. I've got a bunch of them. More monsters. It's fine. I don't care if it's common. That's fine. Thank you, pal. I like it here.
Gotta say, I like the place.
I should hope so. Found it a rune when he came here from Unvik. Gulls shitting into the tankards through the gaps in the thatch. I bought the hut, rolled up my sleeves, and made a proper alehouse out of it.
Why'd you call it the New Port?
Continuity.
Because he smokes Newports.
The old port on Unvik. Few of my former customers come here evenings to reminisce about the old times.
Alright. I'm not playing him in cards, because he'll crush me.
Sparing a moment.
But I will challenge him eventually. Okay, so... Nope. How do I change...
Blaspheme the gods.
Oh, that's it. Okay. So, never mind. Go right back in where I just came from. Oops. Alright, so we're gonna go put on formal attire. And we're gonna look all fancy. Ooh, look at this.
This has gotta be Yen's room. She always did like space. And
yeah, I should say. The hell was that noise? Pretty sure I've got... Yeah. Oh, I don't need those. Those I can sell. And I don't need that. Anything else that I really need to... No, because these don't really weigh anything, do they? Nah. Plus, I'm not weighed down that badly. I can sell all these books and crap, too. They don't weigh... Books don't weigh anything? Come on. Books are not lightweight. I could definitely sell this crap. I don't need a pickaxe and all this other shit. Alright, so... We're gonna make ourselves look all fancy. We're going to question why there is a stuffed unicorn in here. I'm going to assume this is not an actual unicorn. Because I don't want to find out that someone did that.
No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white.
That's right.
The stuffed unicorn.
Oh, it is real.
She fixed it.
Well then. That's a thing.
Glamour. Scent of lilac and gooseberries, even with the lid on. Taste hasn't changed.
We're just going to talk about her behind her back, you know. Yeah, sure, let's take her journal. Why not? My thoughts turn with increasing frequency to the idea of capturing a djinn. If I could just harness its power, there is so much I would gain. Amos var Ipsis' tome confirms what I have long suspected. That, despite my failure to do so previously, taming a djinn is, in fact, possible. According to var Ipsis, the difficulties involved in bending such a being to one's will can be overcome. he managed to do so at the least. Alas, this does not mean his methods will necessarily be useful to me. Each djinn is different. Each case requires a singular approach. I have more experience unraveling such magic riddles than almost anyone else alive, and if Geralt, with his talent for wrestling unruly magic beings, agrees to help, we just might find a way to do it. The problem is we must first find a djinn, a daunting task unto itself. Okay, there's that map. Map ain't worth shit. Oh. Map ain't worth shit. Only thing I found was some griffin symbols scratched on the walls. You can see we're not going to get anything worth... Yeah. Alright, School of Wolf gear, very good. For safekeeping, zippity zap. Alright, we already read those. So I just want to make sure I had all those read. Wolf School upgrade diagrams, part 1. Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. Any other mystery things we're supposed to look at over here? Yeah, I guess so.
Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes. Deeply personal possessions.
Indeed. Okay, what's this?
Tessia de Vries, the poisoned source. Still turns to it for inspiration.
A lot of reading? That's a lot of reading. Alright. No one is born a mage. We still know too little about genetics and the mechanisms of heredity. We devote too little time and resources to this research. Sadly, we still conduct trials in the inheritance of magical ability using, let us say, natural methods. The results of these experiments far too often can be seen in the gutters of our cities and begging outside our temple walls. Far too often we see and encounter brain-dead and moronic women. Women covered in their own spittle and passing themselves as prophetesses, seers, village diviners, and miracle workers. Cretins with brains degenerated by the uncontrolled power they inherited. These simpletons and fools can themselves breed, can pass on their abilities, and continue the degeneration. Is anyone capable of foreseeing or defining what the last link in such a chain will look like? Most of us mages lose the ability to procreate as a result of changes and disruptions to the functioning of our pituitary glands. Others, sorceresses most often, mature into their magic powers with gonads intact. It's a hell of a way to say it. They can conceive and give birth and have the audacity to consider that good fortune a blessing. Yet, I repeat, no one is born a mage, and no one should be. Aware of the gravity of what I write, I provide an answer to the question posed at the summit in Sidaris. I answer with every certitude. Each of us must decide what she wants to be, a sorceress or a mother. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, so let's do this, and as soon as we get all dressed and stuff, I'm going to end the stream, because it's 8 o'clock. Oh, look at all... What is that? Oh, slippers! Oh, I get to wear slippers. Oh, goody. Well, let's take all of it. And, let's check out these outfits, guys. See what kind of neat stuff we have here. Preview. Ooh. Preview. So what do we like more? I don't really like the bright colors. So let's put that on. I mean, clearly we have to put the slippers on. That doesn't look ridiculous or anything. Well, let's put these on, even though we can't really see them. We have our own outfit, too, that looks way better. But, you know, we gotta wear these fancy outfits. Alright, so we're good.
Right. Just not something I'd ever wear. But what don't we do for our... Who exactly is she to me?
You know what she is. Don't you deny it. Alright, guys, so that's going to be it for now. I will be back on tomorrow at some point, and we'll continue on with the adventures of Geralt and Yennefer and crazy Scottish Vikings. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying the game. I'm sure a bunch of you have seen this game before and are watching me play through it, and you know what to expect. I don't. This is all blind for me. I love this game. This game is so good. So anyway, like I said, thank you again. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification button, do all the YouTube stuff. You guys know how it works by now, but I'll say it every damn time because that's what we have to do on YouTube. Yeah, so anyway, I'll be back on, like I said, I should be on at some point tomorrow. So until the next stream, guys, peace.